I go to school at LMU, where you also go to school.
Okay.
Yes.
What's your major? What year are you?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior. And what's your major? Currently.
So you don't know what I was initially? Mechanical engineer.
Okay, so you used to be a mechanical engineer then. So what are you now?
A civil.
Civil engineering. Okay.
Yes.
Tell me about where you're from now.
Where am I from now?
Yeah, where are you from? I mean, where do you come from? I mean, are you from the United States? Or are you from...
Oh, no, I'm from Costa Rica.
Oh, okay. What part of Costa Rica?
The city.
The city. What city?
San Jose.
Tell me about your family. What's your dad's name?
My same name, Manfred.
Okay, so your dad's name is Manfred. What's he do?
He has a services company.
A services company? What does that mean?
Let's put it like that.
What kind of services do they provide?
Interesting services.
Interesting services.
Yes.
What about your mom? What's your mom's name?
Beatrice.
Okay.
Just like Dante's lover.
Okay. And do you have any siblings? Brother, sister?
I have one sister.
Okay, what's her name?
Veronica.
Veronica, okay. So, you had cancer, is that right?
Yes.
Used to. When did you have cancer?
I don't know, 8 years ago?
8 years ago? I mean, like, do you remember, was it like summer, spring, fall?
No,
winter?
of course not.
I don't know.
I don't even remember what I ate yesterday.
Okay.
Well, it was probably chicken.
But, okay, tell me about...
I eat chicken. Fun fact.
Tell me about, like, the diagnosis, like, that was 8 years ago. How did you find out you had cancer? Like, were there any symptoms or signs leading up to, like, the diagnosis?
I think I started to faint.
You started to faint?
I think, yes.
Like, how were you like playing on a playground or something and you would like pass out, or were you on...
I mean, I never played in playgrounds.
Okay.
No.
So like, what were you doing when you would pass out? Like, would it just be like you'd be walking down the road or something and you would pass out?
No, I wasn't walking down roads either.
But you would just be walking around and then...
Yes,
okay.
I would be walking around.
So like, so you had these symptoms, and then what? Your parents took you to a doctor. How often were the faints happening?
Every couple of days.
Every couple of days.
Yeah.
What kind of cancer were you diagnosed with?
It was a Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Hodgkin's lymphoma?
Yeah.
And what is that? Could you describe that for us?
No.
Okay. How did you feel when, like, they told you had cancer?
Nothing.
You felt nothing?
Yeah.
Could you tell us more about that?
I mean, it's just like when you want to eat something, but you're not hungry, but you know it's good tasting, but at the same time you don't have the appetite to eat it, so you don't feel anything towards the food.
I'm not sure I understand what you mean by that.
Like there's nothing.
So you felt numb, would you say?
No, like, what are you feeling right now? Nothing.
So you were just ambivalent to the whole thing of having cancer.
I mean, if I knew what the meaning of the word ambivalent was, I guess so.
What I mean is you couldn't care either way.
Yeah, then I do know what ambivalent is. Well, I don't, but yes.
So basically, did you understand what cancer was at that age, though? Did you understand, like, what it meant, or?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. How did your parents react, though?
I guess astonished. Maybe?
Astonished.
Or am I not using it right?
I mean...
Surprised?
I would... Yeah, surprised.
Okay.
Anything else? Fear, maybe?
No.
Shock?
Yeah, that might be. But that would be the same as surprised.
So what did your parents do after the diagnosis?
They just treated me.
And how did they treat you?
Took me to hospitals and doctors.
Okay. Like what did you do? Chemotherapy, radiation, surgery?
Yeah.
Could you describe that?
All of them?
Yeah.
I mean, surgery, you usually go into a room and they, like, put you to sleep, and then you wake up a couple of hours later. Chemotherapy, they just, like, put a lot of chemicals in your blood. And radiation, they irradiate you.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the ultimate goal of, like, destroying the cancer.
Yeah.
And how did that physically make you feel?
Like a boss.
Like a boss.
Yeah. Literally.
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 So you didn't feel sick or anything?
No.
You never threw up?
No.
So you went through, did your hair fall out? Did you shave
Oh,
your
yeah.
head?
I mean,
okay.
that's, like, obvious.
So where did you go get treatment, though? In Costa Rica?
Some of it. Some of it in Houston, some of it in Dallas. And I think that's it.
So when treatment began, you moved from Costa Rica to Texas, is what
Yeah.
you're saying. So you had to leave all your friends behind?
Yeah.
What did that feel like? I mean...
Nothing.
You didn't care that you were leaving your friends behind?
I mean, it was like a really long vacation, so... Because I was during school time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Alright, so tell us about Dallas and Houston, like... If it was like a vacation, what did you do between, like...
OMG,
therapies?
it was so pretty. It was so nice. I remember I saw butterflies.
You saw butterflies. What else did you see? What else did you do? Did you go anywhere? Like...
I went to the hospitals. I went to museums. I went to parks. I went to the places where you play baseball.
Baseball fields?
Yeah, that thing. I mean, just like general vacation stuff.
But obviously, between all the like vacation stuff, as you put it, you're like getting therapy for your cancer.
Oh, yeah.
So what did that? I mean, what did that feel like? I mean, how could I'm just? It's interesting that you describe it as a vacation. But like, did you have any schoolwork? Were you behind?
I was kind of like homeschooled.
Who homeschooled you?
The tutor we hired.
What did your sister think about like all this cancer business?
I mean, she stayed at school and just like lived with my grandparents, so I mean, she continued normal life.
Okay, so so your sister was still in Costa Rica. Who was looking after her?
My grandparents.
And how did they feel about you having cancer? Did anyone else in your family have cancer?
Not that I know of.
So you were the only one in your entire family to get cancer.
I think so.
I mean, what kind of surgeries did you undergo?
Oh my god, so many.
Do you have like a number?
Uh, uh, 15 maybe?
15 surgeries.
Yeah.
Where?
Like what body places?
Sure. Yeah. What body parts? What places?
Mostly upper torso.
Okay.
Or like torso. Upper body.
So like in your chest or your arms?
Yeah.
And what kind of surgeries were they?
Just like basic surgeries or like laparoscopies or
Could you speak clearly? Laparoscopy.
yes, laparoscopy. I think that's how it's called in English. I have no idea.
What was this? I mean, what did they do in laparoscopy?
It's just taking samples.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like a biopsy?
Yes, that's the thing.
Biopsy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
So
yes.
they took biopsies.
Yes.
Okay. So when were you declared cancer free?
Like time wise?
Sure. From the beginning of diagnosis to like when you were declared
Like the
free.
time I spent with, or since now?
Start with the time that you spent being like treated.
Like 2 years maybe.
2 years.
Yeah.
How old were you when you were first diagnosed?
Like 12.
So from between the ages of 12 and 14?
No, maybe like 11,
11 and 14?
13.
13. Alright, so then how long has it been since you were declared cancer free?
Like around 8 maybe.
And what have you done? Like, has the experience, like, what has it done to your, like, outlook on life? Have you become more positive? Would you say that it was an experience that changed you? And do you see life in a different way because of it?
I don't know how the commercials goes here in the US, but back home we have a commercial that's from like this elephant, and it says like it's from like Frosted Flakes, and it says like grandototote y puertototote. I don't know if that exists here, but it means something like strong and
Strong hand?
wait, I'm trying to think. Grandotote y puertotote. No, Big, 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 and strong, 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 strong.
Okay, so
Yes,
you feel big and strong.
I am big and strong.
You are big and strong.
Yes.
Okay then. So what? I mean, you feel big and strong. What have you done with that? Like what kind of activities do you engage in now,
I'm a sibling.
apart from being a sibling? Like what do you do for fun?
I'm in the students' brewing club.
So you like to brew your own beer.
Yes.
And what else do you do?
Um.
Do you play any sports? Participate in any contests?
Personal life contests.
Do you play any sports?
No, I don't.
What kind of physical activity do you do then?
I go to the gym.
Could you speak up, please?
I go to the gym.
No, speak up in volume, please.
I go to the gym.
You go to the gym.
I go to the gym.
All right then. But overall, you would say like, how would you view life right now? You yourself feel big and strong, but how do you view life in general?
Big and strong.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we close out the interview?
I have a girlfriend, and I don't smoke, and I don't do drugs, and I'm a healthy human being, and I like pizza, but it's way too greasy, and I like to eat chicken.
All right then. Thank you very much.
Yes.